Judgment Day at the Millennium Stadium as Welsh Rugby came together for an Easter Sunday double-header. Blues and Scarlets kicked off the action. Scarlets started the game 6th in the table and in need of a win to keep any sort of pressure on Ospreys one place above them. Simon Easterby's men had won their last 8 encounters against Cardiff in all competitions. But Blues had the boost of 2 successive league wins coming into this game, and the return of Matthew Rees after his recent cancer treatment seems to have galvanised the side. A significant milestone for Chris Cheika on the wing, who was making his 100th RaboDirect Pro 12 appearance. And what a start the Blues made, on the front foot from the off, and after a spell camped on the Scarlets line, it was Welsh international Alex Cuthbert who scrambled for the line and got the touchdown for the opening score of the game with only 4 minutes gone. Gareth Davies missed the conversion, but it was an early 5-0 advantage for the Blues. Scarlet's cause wasn't helped 2 minutes later when fullback Liam Williams tackled Cuthbert in mid-air. And the referee, Ian Davies, in consultation with the TMO, produced a yellow card for the number 15. Cuthbert unhurt in the incident, but Scarlets down to 14 men for 10 minutes. Blues were bossing matters, and when Scarlet's scrum went down, a penalty was awarded. Davies with the kicking duties in the absence of the injured Lee Halfpenny, and his 10th minute kick put Cardiff deservedly 8-0 ahead. 16 minutes in, Blues extended that lead to 11-0 with another Davies penalty. However, Scarlets got the break they were looking for in the 33rd minute when Dan Fish's kick was blocked down. And although Jake Ball was ankle tapped, he was able to find Rhys Priestland, who ran clear for Scarlets' first score of the match. The ref went to the TMO to clarify that Ball wasn't offside. When Fish touched it, the Scarlets' lock was back onside once again, and the try stood. A nice score for Priestland, followed by perhaps the worst conversion attempt of the season. Most people would have bet their mortgages on Priestland putting this one over, but inexplicably, the out-half's kick struck the post and 2 points were wasted. Blues 11, Scarlets 5. But Blues didn't take long before adding to their tally. With 36 minutes on the clock, Davies fired this penalty over for a 14 points to 5 advantage. There was still time for Priestland to atone for the earlier error with the boot, when he landed a penalty with the last kick of the half to bring it back to Blues 14, Scarlets 8 at the break. Only 6 points in it, despite Blues domination. 10 minutes into the second half, both sides were reduced to 14.
Okay. 15, you've cynically slowed the ball down, it's a yellow, it's a second one, it turns into a red. You then come in with a boot to the head, it's a red card.
Liam Williams penalised for slowing the ball down. That meant a second yellow and a red. Robin Copeland found himself in trouble for stamping on Williams' head, and it would mean a straight red card for the Irish number 8. Tension was high with a lot at stake, and it wasn't until 9 minutes from time when the next score arrived. Scarlets worked a beautifully controlled maul that Blues struggled to cope with, and hooker Ken Owens dived over for the try from close range. A superbly worked score by Easterby's men, and substitute Steve Shingler had a chance to put his side 1 point in front if he could land the difficult conversion. But the kick was pulled just wide, and Blues stayed in front by the narrowest of margins, 14 points to 13. And the lead was extended to 4 points 4 minutes from time when Davies slotted another kick between the posts for 17-13 to the delight of the men on the bench and the Blues supporters in the crowd. Scarlets pressed for a late score, but they couldn't break down a resolute Cardiff defence. And as the full-time whistle blew, Blues could celebrate a third straight victory, the corner being well and truly turned for the Cardiff men, who face Connacht in Galway next time. Scarlets' run of 8 wins against Blues comes to a shuddering halt, and they're now looking over their shoulders, with Blues closing the gap between 7th and 6th in the table. Final score: Cardiff Blues 17, Scarlets 13.